Hello, hello. Welcome. My name is Luna. I am a very strong empath and also a spiritual coach. And today I wanted to talk about love or lust. So, welcome to the podcast of Healing with Luna. So, is this love or is this lust? So, this is a very interesting subject. Because I know I've had this myself where I was drawn to someone, so drastically drawn to someone, and I kept asking myself, why? So this may be a little bit triggering, but I'm going to talk about this. So, broken people looking for people to fill them up. So, if you have not healed your inner self and knowing what is truly going on with you, you may be attracting more broken people than somebody that's your own match. So you really need to look at this. How did this start? How did this relationship start? How did you feel when you met this person? Were you complete? Or honestly, did you feel a little bit broken and were you searching for someone to fill that gap? So when you are looking for someone just to look for someone to fill that gap, there's no meaning in your life. You feel like you have to have somebody else in your life to fill you up. You feel like, okay, if I don't have anybody else in my life, I am incomplete. I need to have somebody else in my life to feel complete. Another person is a purpose, or is it to complete you? So when it is truly because you are complete with yourself and you're okay with yourself and you really got to know who you are, you will have somebody in your life that will walk beside you, not complete you. When you're looking for someone to complete you, that is the wrong meaning of the situation or the relationship that you are. And also, when you're trying to change someone else, like you really don't like how they are, you need to stop and tell yourself, wait, are we really matched? Is there something that I really need to see? Not really so much in them. You need to look at yourself. Okay, why? Okay, maybe we have lust. Maybe we have good intimacy. But is that actually going to make us compatible? And I know I've had someone tell me this in my life, and I really didn't want to accept it. I was like, wait a minute. But they were trying to tell me something, and I actually learned from this because it is true. I compared people in my life, and I know that the divine brings people in your life for a reason, sometimes to teach you something, or they may be with you for the rest of your life. But if somebody's trying to teach you something, you really need to pause and listen to what they are saying. So I've met some people that I really thought they were connected to me. Like I felt a power within. But then I sat there and said, wait, maybe we are not compatible. Maybe we just don't see eye to eye. Yes, you can have great intimacy with someone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are your person. Because what you need to think about this. Think about this before we finish with this concept. What if there was no intimacy involved in this? Would you still like to spend time with this person? Do you still want to just, are you able to just sit with them in a room and have a conversation? Are you guys able to laugh? Are you able to be your true authentic self? Or are you always trying to put a mask to be with what they want? That's trying to change another person. Or maybe you're even trying to change yourself to make this person really be drawn to you. Again, being real with the person, being vulnerable with them. Are you able to cry? Are you able to be vulnerable? Are you able to show them your pain when you're angry, when you're upset? And not try to change and hold back your tears or hold back your fears because you don't want to upset them. You let go because you love them. You're okay with, if it's not working, I'm going to let them go, let them be with whoever they want. And if they do come back to me, then maybe this was meant to be if they come back to me. But if they never come back to you, so I'm going to just be really real in this. They're not calling you. They're not looking for you. There could be holidays that are past and they don't say, hey, how are you doing? It could be your birthday. It could be Valentine's Day. No message, no answer. What is that telling you? Okay, maybe this was just for a season, not a lifetime. So you really need to look at yourself. Are you worthy of being loved? Are you worthy of being loved? Do you feel like your body, your mind, your spirit is worthy to bring in someone that truly will love you just the way you are? Or is there parts of you that still needs to heal to feel that to be worthy? Because just because someone doesn't choose you doesn't mean that you are not worthy. It could have been just lust. Think about it, because love doesn't hurt. Love isn't angry. Love isn't jealous. Love accepts you just for who you are. It doesn't matter the color of your hair. It doesn't matter the makeup that you wear, the perfume that you wear, if you're having a bad day, or if you're in a good mood, or if you're on top of the world, everything's going well for you. Or say, for example, everybody goes through low moments in their life. What if you're at your lowest and they are not there for you at your lowest, and you reach out to them and ask for some assistance and they just say, no, I can't, or there has to be an exchange for them to help you? That should be a really rude awakening. Okay, I have to exchange something for this person to give me or help me? Whoa. And do you love yourself? Do you truly love who you are? Exactly the way you are. Do you feel like you deserve this? Someone that truly admires and loves you and wants to share their life with you? Or are you self-sabotaging this because it's just lust? You're self-sabotaging it in a way like in order for you to bring in the right person. So you're self-sabotaging it because you know that this isn't working. You know that this person isn't meant for you, but you stay and you self-sabotage for the right person to come into your life. And I know with my own personal life, I felt like I self-sabotaged many times because there were people that came into my life, but it wasn't that spark, that thrill that I felt, like that, how do you say, cold, hot energy that I was used to. They were coming truly authentic towards me, and I felt like, wait a minute, this is weird. This is weird. I'm used to somebody wanting me to chase and to do. Okay, I don't have to do any of this. I could just be myself. Okay, wait, something's weird here. And then finally, now with the age that I am and the knowledge and the clarity that I have been getting, I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe those were just lustful feelings that I felt. But remember, when you're with someone, it's just not their energy. It's also your energy. Maybe you had a mindset of this person. Maybe you had a mindset of this person. Maybe you felt like this person wasn't, they were so different and they weren't in your circle, and you wanted to get a taste of this. You really need to ask yourself, why were you so drawn to them? What is this energy trying to show you? Just like in the back of me, we have the moon and we have the sun. They're two different elements of energy. Which one are you? Are you the sun or are you the moon? Which the moon usually is the divine feminine, and the sun is usually the masculine energy, because the moon is filled with a lot of emotion, a lot of femininity energy, and the sun is brightness, action, doing, and the moon is receiving, and the sun is giving. So you need to ask yourself, are you really ready to receive? Are you ready to receive? Or are you still chasing? You need to really ask yourself, again, was this love or lust? Or is it just something that I wanted to experience? And that's okay. We can experience things in life and be okay with it. But if you're looking for someone to be your true compatible partnership, you need to take the time and really get to know the person. And you need to be able to say, okay, the intimacy is going to be put to the side, and let's see if I still have the spark with this person. If intimacy is not involved, am I still going to have the spark? Am I still going to have this desire to hang out with this person or be around this person? And then when the intimacy does happen, yes, we did connect. And I like being around this person. And I like when this person is when they get mad, how they act. If they're upset, they don't pull back. They don't ghost me. They don't stop texting me. We still have a very grown conversation and we try to work it out. So you have to be with someone that is able to argue with you without holding resentment towards you. And you have to see, how do they act when they get angry? How do they truly act? Are they trying to resolve the problem, or are they trying to make the problem bigger? And are they trying to win the argument? And it always has to go in their favor. You really need to see the bigger picture, my dear darlings, who's ever listening to this and who's ever attracted to this. And what else do I wanted to say about this? Self-sabotaging. Also, do you trust this person? Do you feel safe with this person? Do you? Are you able to trust this person? Because love is a choice. You want the best for the person when you love the person, even if you need to let go of the person. And when it is just lust, my dears, it's chemistry. It's crazy. You can't get enough of them. And in their mind, they're always on your mind. And you can't close this connection. And the main thing that was involved was intimacy. Not friendship, not love, not trust, not safety. It was a whirlwind of chasing this person because it was a dopamine hit, and you wanted more, and you wanted more, and you wanted more. Yes, I've done this. And I kept asking myself, what do I want with this person? Have they been compassionate with me? Have they showed me true love? No. It was the dopamine hit I kept wanting to get. And I'm not saying I never had this with anyone else. Yeah, I did have a dopamine hit with other people. And it was the same thing. You want it because you're chasing it. And sometimes you feel like you can't have it. But when it's true love, love changes everything. It's very calm. It's very nurturing. You feel safe. You don't have to prove. So think about it next time when you're going crazy over someone. Is this a feeling that you're trying to chase? It's not the person. It's the feeling that you keep wanting to chase. I hope this helped. Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel if anything in this message helped you. And I will see you in the next Healing with Luna podcast. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful collectives. Energy. What is energy? This is how we speak to ourselves. This is the energy we are projecting all around us. So if you are wanting to shift this energy into a higher vibration, my darlings, it all starts how you control your emotions and settle your energy. If you would like to bring in abundance, success, love, my darlings, it all starts with you. Bye-bye.